Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTEST.com, and today I'm on the Monte Carlo 52 by Beneteau. This is a new enhanced version of the MC lineup, and it's based on customer feedback. She includes a lot of luxury and innovation. Let's explore that as I do a full features walkthrough. The cockpit is certainly a welcome gathering area that features L-shaped seating to the stern and another seat just ahead and to the port side. It's protected by the extended Flybridge deck up above, 6 feet 8 inches off the deck. Storage is over to the starboard side and underneath the seats. This is the standard fabric. There is an option for another one, and of course we have teak decking, which is standard in North America. Other places will get manufactured teak. As an option, there's a teak pedestal table that will mount into this position. It's solid teak and expandable, and of course you can always put a freestanding table with deck chairs around it. Additionally, there's an extendable awning to bring the shade further past the cockpit deck. The platform extends 58 inches from the transom. It's accessible from stairs to the starboard side of the cockpit deck. It's hydraulically actuated with a lift capacity of 770 pounds. There are cradles in the center. Just forward is another galley with a sink, beverage holders, electric grill. Underneath is storage. To the starboard side of the platform, there's a reboarding ladder under a hatch. I have to appreciate the clever use of space with the curving stairs going up to the flying bridge. Let's take a look. There are certainly multiple gathering areas of this flying bridge, and it's huge, taking up almost 70–80% of the boat's entire length. It begins with L-shaped seating up forward that gives the guest the same vantage point as the captain, and then just behind, U-shaped seating wraps around a solid teak table. It's expandable, and of course when it's closed, notice that we have grab rails and beverage holders to both sides. Now directly across is a full-length sofa, and all this is under the protection of the hardtop, 6 feet 8 inches off the deck, and notice that includes an electrically actuated opening sunroof. As we make our way aft, mind the 6-inch step, and that brings us to an elevated galley with an electric grill, sink. Underneath is storage along with a refrigerated drawer. At the bow, there are 2 lounges measuring 90 inches by 37 inches, and the seat backs lift into chaise lounge positions. In the center are beverage holders. We access the interior by opening up the sliding glass doors to a full 4 feet 5 inches. Inside, the average headroom is 6 feet 5 inches, and look at this open and airy environment. Plenty of natural light coming in from surrounding windows, and the high headroom really opens up the area. The galley starts with plenty of open counter space. This is Corian counter, beveled edges, but I'd still like to see the corners be rounded. There's a stainless steel sink recessed into the counter, pull-out sprayer, a 3-burner electric stove. I'd like to see a vent up on top. There's no shortage of storage both above and below, and we've got a convection microwave. Now to the port hand side, there's an ice maker, refrigerator, and freezer, all in drawers. More Corian counter space and storage underneath. Now transitioning to the salon area, we go up 2 5-inch steps. Now the salon consists of L-shaped seating over to the port hand side. There are storage compartments just behind. A corner seat is just ahead. All this wraps around a table on 2 fixed pedestals. Rails around the side will support the leaves as they flip out. Over to the opposite side is a love seat. 40-inch TV is on an electric lift just behind. And again, look at this glass that starts up very high and comes down way low behind the furniture. So we've got clear sight lines out to the horizon and just an incredible amount of natural light coming into this salon. As we make our way down below on the Monte Carlo 52, notice that we still have the atrium style of entry to the lower decks, but this time it goes off into 2 different directions, forward being for the VIP and the guest, aft being for the master, which is where we'll start. Well, this is certainly a well laid out stateroom. Full beam, of course, with hull side windows to both port and starboard, and opening port lights to add ventilation. The average overhead clearance, it's a variable geometry, but 6 feet 2 inches is the average. This gives us 3 feet 2 inches over the berth. The island berth itself measures 76 inches by 62 inches. There are steps to both sides because we have the geometry of the hull to contend with, so that's normal. Storage just behind, underneath, and plenty of open counter space. The entry to the master ensuite is to port. It's a fully featured head with a hull-side window and mirrors to the aft bulkhead and concealing storage over the sink, which is mounted atop a Corian counter. More storage is below. The toilet is electric flush. The shower is enclosed behind glass doors. To the starboard side, there's a corner-mounted seat, plenty of open counter space that includes a vanity with a mirror just inside the hatch. To the forward bulkhead, a 32-inch flat-screen TV, and just underneath is the washer-dryer. And I have to say, Beneteau did a nice job inside this closet. There's a hull-side window, plenty of hanging space, drawer storage, and cubbies. Now we'll continue forward to the VIP stateroom and the guest stateroom. The VIP stateroom is laid out in the typical fashion of an island berth. There are steps to both sides of the berth. Hull-side windows have opening port lights, so we have improved ventilation. And then overhead, in the Alcantara suede insert, 2 skylights, adding plenty of natural light, and that's a vast improvement from this boat over the previous model, the MC5. Average headroom when we come in is 6 feet 4 inches, and that leaves 3 feet 6 inches from the berth to the Alcantara suede insert that houses the skylights. The berth can also be split into 2 in scissor fashion. Hanging lockers are to both port and starboard. There's a 24-inch flat screen, and to the port-hand side there's a door that leads us to the ensuite. There's a separate entrance, so this serves double duty as a dayhead, and I have to say this is another vast improvement over this yacht's predecessor that had a wet head. This one includes a walk-in shower as well. A couple of fit and finish details. Notice how the doors are all gasketed, so there's no rattling when we're underway. The wood, Alpi, brushed oak, and notice the latches. It's the new style that's magnetic, so there's nothing to catch on your clothes, and when it's shut, the latch pops out magnetically. Now directly across, we have the guest stateroom. Now this stateroom is a double berth. The two are 7 inches apart from each other. Average headroom goes from 6 feet 5 inches to 6 feet 9 inches as we step down between the berths. There are 2 hull-side windows. One has an opening port, and there's a hanging locker just ahead of the door. Well, in my opinion, Monte Carlo did an excellent job on enhancing the MC lineup with this new MC52. She's got a lot of improvements that are certainly based on customer feedback, but a lot of the credit has to go to the design team at Beneteau. And that's my full features inspection of the MC52 for BoatTEST.com. I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.